It's time to get real with Eddie, here to help you understand the changing real estate market and meet your real estate goals. Over 19 years in the business. 2018 Realtor of the Year of Three Rivers, past president of the Three Rivers Association of Realtors, past director at Illinois Realtors, and team lead of the Ruettiger Group at Baird & Warner. Here's Eddie Ruettiger.
Welcome to Get Real with Eddie. Here in the studio with me, of course, is Nancy Valley from the Ruettiger Group at Baird & Warner. How was your dinner out? You guys went out to dinner.
We did. We went to Wildfire.
We went to the FAMS.
I love that place.
I don't know if I've really gone to Wildfire.
Oh, you need to go to Wildfire.
I'm going to have to check that out with the wife, I think.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
See if our friends Sam and Carrie want to come with.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
The food is amazing.
That
The company was amazing. We had a nice night.
was
Nice
good.
day.
We went to FAM, and I just watched the Rugrat chase around his cousins like crazy. And
There you
they
go.
were just running
Well,
around.
that's what Thanksgiving's about.
That's right. That is exactly what it's about. It is the season. And speaking of the season, is your house the top thing on a buyer's wish list this holiday season?
Can you share?
I can share.
Thanks.
So, can you see it now?
Yes.
An article from Fortune Builders explains, while a majority of people take a step back from the real estate market during the holiday months, you may find when temperatures drop, your potential for great real estate deals start to rise. Didn't we just say this last week?
Yes. We were just talking about this last week because I have done some of my best listings during the holidays.
The desire to own a home. All right, well, hold on. I jumped. To help prove the point, here are 4 reasons you shouldn't wait to sell your house. The desire to own a home doesn't stop during the holidays. Okay, valid point.
Yeah. If I need a house or I'm moving because of work or I'm doing whatever, or we need a bigger house, it doesn't magically disappear
Nope.
because it's the holidays.
Yep, Investopia says what?
Investopia says anyone shopping for a new home between Thanksgiving and New Year's is likely going to be a serious buyer. Putting your home on the market at this time of year and attracting a serious buyer can often result in a quicker sale. Totally true. You don't have tire kickers during the holidays.
While the supplies of homes for sale has increased a little bit lately, overall, inventory is still lower than it was before the pandemic.
True.
This is number 2 reason why you should be looking to list your house right now. There's less competition.
Absolutely.
Number 3 is what?
You can determine the days and times that are most convenient for you for home showings. That can help you minimize disruptions to your own schedule, which can be especially important during this busy time of year. Plus, you may find buyers are more flexible on when they'll tour a house this time of year because they have more time off from work around the holidays.
The second part is true. I'm not so convinced always on the first part.
I caution people about
do.
that because you want to make it available as much as possible.
You still want to make it as much as possible.
You don't want to be too restrictive
Yeah.
in showing the home because the whole point is to show it, to sell it.
Yeah.
But if there's something going on or you have a family party or something happening and
You can block out time.
you can block out time.
You can block out time. Just got to be very, very accommodating as much as possible.
Right.
And finally, homes decorated for the holidays appeal to many buyers.
Oh, your house shows so well because you've got it. It's all beautiful and warm and cozy and the lights and the whole ho stuff. It makes people want to buy your home. They feel at home when they walk in.
An article on selling at this time of year offers this advice. If you're selling around the holidays and have decorations up, make sure they accent and not overpower a room. Less is more.
Yes. Again, perfect. Caution people not to just put up stuff to put it up, but make it tasteful. Don't show all your 500 Santa Clauses that you have. Just take a few out just to get the idea. But yeah, you're still looking at the house, but just make it cozy.
Exactly. So these are the reasons why you should be looking to list your property if you're looking to sell right now, because there's less competition. There is literally less competition, and the buyers are still out there looking.
Yes.
Buyers are still out there looking. And I think some of the buyers kind of check out.
Oh, absolutely. Because they're busy, they've got things going on too, or they're gone, they're on vacation, whatever. So this is like a little sweet spot.
Yeah.
For purchasing and for selling.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because the diehards will still be there.
Well, and here's the thing. You're going to get ahead of other sellers. You're going to be ahead. You're going to be on the market and ahead of other sellers that are thinking, oh, I have to wait till the spring market. Keep in mind, folks, historically speaking, the difference between each market in total volume of sales is about 5%. You sell about 5% more houses in a spring market than you do in a winter market. That's it. 5% more, historically speaking. Now, last year was an exception to that. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we had a huge lack of inventory last winter.
Yes.
And we saw the rates jump. So, yeah, last year was an exception.
But this year rates have gone down a
little
little
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
And that's encouraging to not only buyers, but sellers that are going to need to buy.
Yeah, we've seen some deep dips in rates. I haven't seen what rates are at this week.
They were in the low sevens.
That was like last week, wasn't it?
7 point. Let me look. I'll look right now.
Yeah, but that was okay.
Current.
So get in front. Get your house in front of the eager buyers. Keep in mind, the buyers that are out right now are eager. Investopia says if your house is up for sale in the winter and someone is looking at it, the chances that person is a serious and ready buyer. Again, anyone shopping for a home between Thanksgiving and New Year's is a serious buyer.
Okay, I'm looking at current 30-year at 7.251.
Was that last week's number?
No, that's today. 30-year mortgage rate right now.
Okay. That's not bad.
Oh, that's considering it was up at 8 and a little bit above.
Yeah. According to CoreLogic, the average amount of equity per mortgage holder has climbed almost $290,000. That means equity you have in your house right now could cover some, if not all, the down payment for your dream home. That's huge.
Yes.
Is having that for your dream home. So these are the reasons why you want to look to sell your house in this winter market. Like I said, heat up some hot chocolate, bake some cookies before they come in.
Yeah, just put a little cinnamon.
Get your decor.
A little cinnamon and water on the stove and let it evaporate just real slowly and get that cinnamon smell up. There's all potpourri, there's all kinds of tricks, but baking cookies is always the best.
Well, and keep in mind, there's life-changing events that are going on that move the housing market.
Right.
We are on pace to sell 3.96 million right now. All right, so just under 4 million. Which is low.
Very low.
But the reason why we're still at 4 million is because of these events. These life-changing events are always there. People need to move.
Life happens.
Reason people still need to move, according to the National Association of Realtors. All right? Milestones are life-changing events over the last 2 years. Okay? So these are events that have taken place over the last 2 years. 7 million births. 7 million people reaching the age of 65, retirement. 4 million deaths. 3 million marriages. And 1.5 million divorces in the last 2 years.
Yeah. Those are all life-altering events that would cause people to move. That doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't change what's going on in this market. It doesn't.
As much as I'd like to put on hold getting to 65, It's not going to happen.
Excuse me, pause.
Yeah, just a moment, please.
So, it's... But at the same token, guess what? You're going to make the age of 65. It's better than and it's better than the alternative.
That's true. I'm hoping to. I got a little bit of ways to go, but yeah, I'm hoping to get there. Knock on wood. So far, so good.
So, executive news editor at Realtor.com says what?
Claire Traposo says, because high mortgage rates, elevated home prices, and stubbornly low inventory make today's housing market particularly challenging, many of today's buyers are motivated by life changes, such as growing families, supporting the elderly parents or grown children, or accommodating professional needs. Just like we said.
Life-changing events sell 4 million houses every year. So 1 to 2 million houses are sold just because of a feeling. But life is what makes people make decisions. And those decisions have been put on hold for some time.
Yeah.
You can't hold them off forever. All right? With life, 6 months is a long time. All right? When I look at milestones with my child, those milestones always happen in 6-month increments. Because it's a developmental aspect.
When they're young, they change so quickly.
Yep. And that's the thing. So 6 months is a long time. So if there's people who have been holding off for not 6 months, not 12, 18 to 24 months, they are ready to make the move. They are just looking for your property to move to.
Right.
There is a buyer out there for your house if you are move-in ready and priced correctly.
Yes. Yes, you will get multiple offers.
So, what do? Lean on your real estate professional. Call me, call Nancy, call your realtor. If you have a relationship, great. We're so happy you're listening to us to keep yourself up to date on your largest investment. But that doesn't mean you have to call us. We're here to educate you on what's going on in this market. We're not here to sell you something.
Yeah, lean into whoever you're comfortable with.
Lean into who
we have
you
some
trust.
Amazing realtors in our area.
Absolutely. When buying a home, welcoming a new addition and want more space, or maybe you're looking to downsize, prioritize. What is the biggest aspect of what you need out of that new home?
Yeah. You need to have your laundry list of must-haves ready. Be clear about what you really need and your preferences.
When you're selling, your focus should be making the most out of your investment. Focus on getting the most out of your investment. Lean into your professional. Do what they're advising. Price-wise, staging-wise.
Right. It might not be your taste, but you have to lean into your professional about what's currently hot.
No matter what's going on, lean in and trust your professional. They know what is getting things sold and what is not. What is hot and what is not is a big part of real estate. That is what's going to keep your market time low and your price and return high.
Yes.
All right, let's take a quick look at some numbers for Joliet. I want to really dive into these numbers because
I haven't seen Joliet. It does seem like we've checked Joliet numbers.
Well, this is October.
Lately.
October numbers as of November 14th. Median sales price for Joliet is $245,000. That is up 6.6%. Closed sales were 93 units in October, down 20.5%. 91 under contract and 126 new listings. We are still, with new listings, 14.3% down from last October.
Yeah, inventory at month's end, 120 for Joliet,
It's a lot of housing.
down 44.7%.
That is a huge need for housing.
Yikes.
A population of, I think we're around, what, 140, 160 for Joliet?
We look this up every time.
I know. And we're sitting at 120 houses for it. That's insane. That is a lack of housing. Average sales price, $252,703, up 4.8%. Percentage of the list price received, 99.3%, up 3.1% from last October. Average market time, no change. Zero change from last year. 34 days. There is an indication there, folks, that you're seeing market time in some markets coming down, and in some markets it's zero change.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye on that number. The trend is still upwards. 12-month trend, but the market time's up 25% to 39 days from 31. You know, it's the old adage, you go from 0 to 1, it's a 100% increase, okay? So don't focus so much on the percentage. Focus on the actual days when it comes to market time.
Yeah. And month over month versus year over year. So, you might have an off month, or the inventory might be odd, or might be new build, and it's going to skew time on market. Joliet has 150,718 people
So
as of
150.
2023.
I round 150.
Yeah.
New listings on attached single family, 31 new listings, 14 under contract, 28 closed. That is 27.3% increase in closed sales, but new listings are down 24.4%. Median sales price is $243,850, up 11.3%. Average sales price is $228,131, up 9%. And the percentage of a original list price received, 98.9, up 0.1. Average market time, 24 days, up 60% from 15 days last year at this time.
Yeah.
40 units were available. So all of the whole, there's 160 units.
For all of
Joliet. For
Joliet.
a population, it's 150,000.
50,000.
So basically, one house for every 15,000 people.
Yeah.
Now, what is it? I think 2%, might be 2.5%, but let's use 2% of a population's usually looking to move. Okay, so if you have 150,000 people times 2%, that's 3,000 people in Joliet looking to move, and there's only 160 houses for them.
Yes. That's a really good way of
Looking
showing
at.
what kind of inventory shortage we have.
Mm-hmm. Even if I'm wrong, it's 1% of the population's looking to move. That's still 1,500
1,500
people. Thank you. I always do that, 1,000 versus
That's okay. 1,500 people are looking at 160,000.
units. Yep.
160 homes.
Now you're
Doing
doing
it.
Now you're doing it.
Okay.
I mean, the lack of inventory, if you were looking to sell your house, now is the time.
Yep.
Now is the time. And here's the thing, I'm going to tell you right now. If your house is on the market and you've been on the market for more than 34 days, your house is overpriced. There's no way around it. Your house is overpriced.
Yes.
It is not going to sell. And there's nothing, you need to lower your price. The market has told you your house is overpriced.
Yes. Or there's something that's keeping people from purchasing it. You need to really have a hard look at it.
Yep.
And that hard discussion with your realtor
Yep.
about what's going on. Yep.
Anything else that's really sticking out in this report?
Not really. I mean, it looks like what I would expect it to look like.
The only number that's really sticking out to me is the median sales price on the trailing 12 we didn't talk about. You're on the attached. $245,500. That is up 11.1% in the trailing 12. And I think that's a trend you're seeing in the trailing 12, because I think there's some new construction on attached houses that were going on that's really pushed up that attached
price a little bit more.
So so there's opportunities if you're looking at affordability where you can get into a property in Joliet unattached for less than, you know, 220, 245, 500 on that median price. There's opportunities there. You just have to look for them. You have to be open-minded, and you have to
be ready.
Ready. Yeah,
you got to be ready to make the move.
Yeah.
Because you snooze, you lose.
I concur.
Bottom line.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to make a big difference. If you're not ready and if you're not open to different opportunities, you're not going to find a property that's going to work for you.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
And that's why having your laundry list of must-haves and all that ready, have your pre-approval ready, have everything ready to go so that when those kinds of properties do come up, you can jump on it.
And you know what? I think one thing too is having that attorney lined up that you're going to be working with. Because if you get into a multiple offer and you need to do something a little out of the ordinary, you want to have an attorney to consult with before you make that move. So even having the attorney ready to go.
Yes. And that's key. Where your agent's going to help you lead you through that.
Yeah. Having that core pivot person to really guide you through this market is essential in winning bids and winning opportunities to get housing. So anything else that's really out there, the 160 units is really the shocking part.
Yeah, that's that. I was just going to say that's what's just totally shocking is just 160 units for all of Joliet.
Well, I mean, we're 44.7% down on inventory from last year.
Which was down.
And we're technically 11.1% up on attached, because we were at 36. We got 4 extra units on the attached side. But again, that's because there's new construction out there.
Build.
Yeah, there's some new construction. And that's what we need. We need builders. We need flippers in this market. We need people to take inventory that is not, you know, a property that you could reside in, and gut it, clean it up, and put it back on the market for a property that you could reside in.
Yes.
That's what we need to see, you know, in this market. And that's going to be a big factor. And we need rules and regulations that support those moves.
Consider joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird & Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we're committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives of their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird & Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird & Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird & Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird & Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST. Or visit yourdwellings.com.
On Target Home Inspection loves to advocate for our clients and the community. As part of our quarterly community outreach program, we're giving back to Morningstar Mission Ministries. A small change can make a big difference in someone's life. Help us in efforts from now until December 23rd. We're raising funds and donating time and materials for Morningstar Mission in Joliet this holiday season. We are now asking for monetary donations to help this amazing shelter. We're also currently accepting toiletries, medical supplies such as aspirin, bandages, hydrogen peroxide, canned and boxed food, coats, blankets, clothes, infants to adults, and shoes, infants to adults. All clothing items must be new or slightly used. On behalf of the team at On Target Home Inspection, thanks in advance for your contribution to this cause that means so much to us and helps our friends at Morningstar Mission. To learn more about On Target Home Inspection, visit us online at ontargethomeinspection.com. That's ontargethomeinspection.com or call 708-274-7279. Performing home inspections in the greater Chicagoland area since 2010.
You made a smart move to get real with Eddie, helping you make your next smart move into your next home.
Welcome back to Get Real with Eddie. I want to talk VA home loans. So this is probably one of the best ways to buy a house. And this is something that has been earned by our veterans. So many advantages of a VA loan are out there. So according to the Department of Veteran Affairs, there's options for no down payment. Qualifying borrowers can often purchase a home with no down payment. That's a huge weight lifted so they don't have to save for a house. That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other aspects is there are limits on the type of closing costs you pay when you qualify for a VA loan. So the money stays in your pocket when it's time to seal the deal.
Yes. Huge.
That's huge because now, let's say you've got a dated kitchen. Well, you're not putting money down. You don't have less in closing costs. Now I can gut that kitchen and pay cash versus running it up on a credit card.
Right.
I can gut that bathroom versus running it up on a credit card.
Yes. And make the changes that you want to make the home yours. Definitely.
Another aspect is with a VA loan, they don't require private mortgage insurance. Many other loans with down payment under 20% require PMI. VA loans do not, which means the veterans can save their monthly housing costs.
Yes.
It's a big savings.
And I just want to reach out to sellers for a moment and talk to them about VA loans, because sellers shy away from accepting offers that are VA-backed loans. And it's a shame. The reason that they're VA loans is that they are backed by the government. They're no different than a regular loan, conventional loan. They're just backed by the government.
And I think that comes from a historical, because of FHA. Because FHA had that real stingy home inspection appraisal combination. Now, even that has gotten a lot.
It's gotten a lot less weird. Let's put it that way. The only difference really is it might take a few more days to close. A conventional you can close pretty quickly. VA might take a couple more days. Okay.
But not really. What, 3 days, 4 days?
That's what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
might take a couple of days.
I got VA deals done in 3-4 weeks.
Oh yeah, I have too.
So
But sometimes they do take a few extra days. But there's nothing wrong with a VA loan. And don't we owe it as a thank you to really seriously consider that VA offer?
I think so.
I mean, that vet earned the right to have this loan. But if you turn your back on them just because you have some
Conceptions.
you know, then you're not doing yourself a favor, and you're not doing them a favor either. You can't just, if it's a good offer, it's a good offer.
Veterans United sums up just how impactful this loan option can be. For the vast majority of military borrowers, a VA loan represents the most powerful lending program on the market. These flexible, zero down payment mortgages have helped more than 24 million service members become homeowners since 1944.
And if you're a vet and have a VA loan, you can have another vet come and assume.
You could have a non-vet assume, but there's a difference.
Right.
So
That's why I'm
Yeah.
stipulating this.
So here's the difference. So a VA loan is an assumable mortgage. So for those that got a VA loan during the low interest rates, your mortgage is assumable. Let's say you took a loan out for $300,000. Okay. If it is a veteran assuming your mortgage, that's it. You're done. They've assumed the mortgage when they buy the house.
Right.
And they pay you they take over. Let's say you owe $275. They're taking over the $275 at the payment, and we're going to make it really easy. The difference of what you bought the house for, let's say it was $400,000. They gave you $100,000 in cash. So they've got your interest rate at $275.
Right. Or they take out their own VA for the difference.
Possibly.
If they need to.
Yeah. The second, I don't know if VA does seconds. They might. They may.
I believe they can. Because I'm not positive on that, but
I've never seen it. But
I
don't
haven't
know.
seen anybody assume either.
Yeah.
I mean, it's doable, but now the way the market it used to be, there wasn't a reason to because interest rates were so low. But now we're kind of in a little bit more uncharted territory.
Now a non-vet takes over. Here's what happens. So a non-veteran takes over. Okay?
Yes.
$275, they get your interest rate, they give you $100,000 cash. All right, here's the difference. Since it is a non-veteran, the $275 still goes against your, what's the wording I'm looking for? Your benefit.
Your benefit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a benefit amount of what you can buy. That $275 is still against your benefit because it's a non-veteran. And until that's paid off, your benefit is always there. So if they default, you don't owe the money, but your benefit will always be less than what the default is.
Right.
So that could hurt you in buying a house down the line in the future if you're going to continue to use the VA loan.
Right. If it's assumed, and it's assumed by a
Veteran.
non-veteran.
If it's assumed by a veteran, it then goes against that veteran's benefit.
Correct.
It has nothing to do with your benefit. So that's a decision a policy you have to make on what is the best thing for you
Right.
at the time of the offer.
And again, you lean into your realtor and your lender to help you through that and explain it and talk to you about the pros and cons.
Another aspect, getting away from the VA, is looking at using your 401k to buy a house too.
Yes, some people do dip.
So there's ways to do a 401k and make that possible. The average amount in 401ks by generation. So Gen Z has about 7,100 in their 401k.
On average.
On average.
Yes.
A millennial's 44,900. Gen X is 145,500. And boomers have about 215,000 in their 401k. So you can utilize that money as a down payment.
Right. You just have to think about penalty. Again, you have to consult your lenders penalties and pros and cons of it. But
and you got to look at your 401k and what you get for
right.
penalties there. Usually you don't for home buying. There's usually no penalties, but you have to pay it back, and you're paying an interest rate to that. But
right.
The interest rate you're paying is yourself.
Right.
I'm going to pay. Let's say you're paying it back at a 10% rate. Well, that's a 10% rate to your 401k.
Yeah, because you're paying back into your
401k?
retirement
Yes.
fund.
Experience says it's possible to use funds from a 401k to buy a house, but whether you should depends on several factors, including taxes, penalties, and how much you've already saved, your unique financial circumstances. Now, interesting little thought.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever played the 401k shuffle game?
No, I have not.
I have done this.
Okay.
Buying FHA,
Yes.
I can get 6% credit from the seller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I will buy FHA, take a 6% credit from the seller. I will hold up my 401k as my down payment.
Mm-hmm.
But because I've got a 6% credit coming from the seller, I have so much money coming, it's enough to offset my 3.5% down and my closing costs. I might have to bring some cash to the table myself, but it ends up being enough money where you basically are buying no money down.
I can see that.
I've done it. You got to have the right lender that knows how to do that.
Yeah.
But it looks like you're taking the money from a 401k, but you never touch it because you get it with a closing cost credit.
Yeah.
It doesn't work in your higher price ranges. It's usually your lower price ranges because, there's only so much money there.
Sure.
But it gives you the opportunity to get into a house.
Yeah.
And then you never actually tapped your 401k.
And it's creative financing.
Yep.
And that's why a good lender is so important.
That's why a good lender is so important. And you've got other ways to buy. You've got, like I said, the FHA program itself. There's down payment assistance programs out there. There's tons of different ways to purchase. Kelly Palmer, the wealthy parent, says what?
Says, I have seen parents pausing contributions to their retirement plans in favor of affording a larger home, often with the hope that they can refinance in the future. As long as there is a tangible plan in place to get back to saving for that retirement goal, I encourage families to consider all their options. And that is really, truly,
yeah.
You have to really have a plan and really stick to that plan to get that 401k paid back.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah, stick to your plan, figure your plan out first.
Right.
This is not something you just go in willy-nilly. You got to have a plan, and you got to know where you're going with everything beforehand.
Don't trust willy or nilly.
No, you got to have a plan.
Yeah.
So, and know what your plan is. All right, when we get back from the break, I want to talk about that. There's actually more houses on the market right now.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot more come on and a lot more coming up.
Yeah, actually, we're got a little bit of loosening up going on.
All right, hopefully.
Consider joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird & Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we are committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives of their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird & Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird & Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird & Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird & Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST, or visit yourdwellings.com.
On Target Home Inspection loves to advocate for our clients and the community. As part of our quarterly community outreach program, we're giving back to Morningstar Mission Ministries. A small change can make a big difference in someone's life. Help us in efforts from now until December 23rd. We're raising funds and donating time and materials for Morningstar Mission in Joliet this holiday season. We are now asking for monetary donations to help this amazing shelter. We are also currently accepting toiletries, medical supplies such as aspirin, bandages, hydrogen peroxide, canned and boxed food, coats, blankets, clothes, infants to adults, and shoes, infants to adults. All clothing items must be new or slightly used. On behalf of the team at On Target Home Inspection, thanks in advance for your contribution to this cause that means so much to us and helps our friends at Morningstar Mission. To learn more about On Target Home Inspection, visit us online at ontargethomeinspection.com. That's ontargethomeinspection.com, or call 708-274-7279. Performing home inspections in the greater Chicagoland area since 2010.
Doing everything for you except the moving, and be glad. It's Get Real with Eddie.
Welcome back to Get Real with Eddie. If you're looking for a new property, 6100 Autumn Oaks Drive in Joliet is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, full basement home available. Definitely want to check this one out. It is just off of Theodore in your Troy School District. 2,428 square feet is on this home that was just built in 2018. So you definitely want to check this out. Has a loft in the second floor. You've got a master, a primary bedroom that's just massive in size, along with an attached bath. It's just outstanding. Definitely want to check that out. And the beautiful thing about this one is there is an assumable mortgage on this at a 3.25 rate for $225,000 in value roughly. So $225,000 at 3.25. The mortgage holder is Freedom Mortgage, so this gives you the opportunity to purchase at a pretty low price and get some affordability aspects out of it. So definitely want to check out the affordability of this property. All right, that's 6100 Autumn Oaks Drive in Joliet. Again, 6100 Autumn Oaks Drive in Joliet. Give me a call at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478. There are actually more homes for sale right now, believe it or not.
I believe it. Things on watching the MLS, and things are loosening up a little bit.
Current inventory month over month, and this is for October. Illinois is up 3.7%. 3.7% increase in inventory. So not a huge increase.
No.
But, I mean...
That's for the state, folks.
Yeah. And that's for the entire state. True. But Indiana's up 10.2. Wisconsin's up 2.8. Michigan's 3.9. Iowa's 3.7. Missouri's 6.2. There's a lot of different options.
Yeah.
I mean, nationally, inventory's up 5.1%. Hawaii's up 5.6%.
Alaska's up 7.2.
Down.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, down. See, it's not big enough.
Alaska's down 7.2% in inventory.
Yeah, Alaska with an inventory shortage. I'm just saying.
New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, South Dakota, Iowa, what's MT? Help me out here. Montana and Oregon, all New York and
looks like, is it Connecticut?
Connecticut are all down in inventory. So, housing supply has just increased by 5% basically over the last month, nationally speaking. Does it mean days of limited inventory are over? No, not at all.
By no means.
Not at all.
We have years to go, folks.
So, active listing count. 1.2 million in 2017, 1.3 in 2018, 1.2 in 2019. 737,000. We're still half a million units short. 500,000, roughly.
Yeah. And you wonder why.
Lance Lambert, founder of Reese Club Analytics. Did I get that right? I think so.
Resi Club?
Resi Club?
Mm-hmm.
Resi. Housing market inventory is so far below pre-pandemic levels that October's big jump is still just a drop in the bucket.
Yeah. What he said.
It's literally is a drop in the bucket. I mean, we need another 500,000. And I don't know where you get it from. I really don't know where you get it from.
I don't know. We're so short. We just gotta build our way out of it.
Well, the builders are building 1 million units a year, but that's just to keep up with population growth.
Yeah.
They would need to build 1.5 million in a year. They can't do it. There's no way they can do 1.5 million.
No.
They might be able to do 1.1, 1.2, maybe. I doubt it.
We're going to have to be really creative with housing. Converting buildings that are on your property right now. Let's say you convert.
That was alternate dwelling units, ADUs.
Yes.
That was a huge topic at National Association.
And they're big on the West Coast, but I think we need to utilize some of that.
I don't know if you're going to get that done with zoning and ordinances in our marketplace.
Well, again, things are going to have to change.
They're going to have to change.
They're going to have to change.
Because, I mean, and here's the thing. From a retirement perspective, okay, guess what? So you're seeing some differences in what happens with ownership, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to do the most easiest alternative dwelling unit. I build one in the backyard. I'm going to build a studio house.
Yes.
All right? Maybe you're converting
house or whatever.
Converting a shed or a garage.
Yes.
Yes. In the back, okay?
Or building over a garage.
Or building over a garage. You know, let's do that. We're building over a garage. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Who owns it? Does the ownership stay with the original property, or does that become a separate unit on its own? There's that aspect. I think it stays with the property.
It would stay with the property.
But it could be rented out.
Yes.
I mean, you could have rentals. And now, guess what? Now that helps for retirement income for individuals.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you have adult kids, or now the adult kid is going to live in the bigger home, and mom and dad are going to live in the...
Until vice versa, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You could flip it.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. You could have, the adults could be, the parents could be living in the big house until a certain point, and then they flip.
Yeah.
I have a couple clients that are looking for acreage because they want to just build for the barn-dominium is the new word I'm hearing.
That's like a big thing right now. Barn-dominium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, do not call it a barn-dominium to your building inspectors for your municipalities. It is a custom home. Just say custom home.
Yeah.
You start
they
calling
lose their minds. Yes.
Yeah, you start calling it barn-dominium, and it is a custom home. You start calling them barn-dominiums, they run off the tracks and go crazy. It is a custom home. That's what you want to call it. You want to say it's a custom home.
Yeah, and it's built with multifamily implications.
Yeah.
Built into the floor plan.
And you're starting to see generations wanting to live near each other.
Yeah.
It used to be that way with the farmhouses. You'd have the farmhouse here, and then, half a mile down the road, because the farmer owned, 500 acres, was the kid's house.
Yeah. Well, and Grandma and Grandpa live on the farm across the road.
Yeah.
And Uncle Bob is down the road a mile. I mean...
all in the same 500 acres.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, the West Coast has a lot more of this than we do.
You're seeing some zoning changes in the West Coast where you're seeing ownership being able to take place where they could sell that garage aspect off.
That unit.
Yeah, separately. I don't know if I necessarily believe in that with the way
not the way we're set up.
Yeah. So.
But definitely to be able to build that above the garage or build an extra carriage house type thing in your property.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would help with the housing problem.
And it's something that has to be addressed because we're at 500,000 units short.
Yeah. It's got to come from somewhere.
So that's an inventory. That's not actual housing units that we're short. That's the inventory number. So keep that, thought that the actual number is probably higher.
Yes.
And like you said, it's got to come from somewhere.
So it's going to take a lot of out-of-the-box thinking to get there.
And it's going to take some investors. There's a lot of houses out there that are really beat up and really, really ugly houses.
Yes.
And we need investors that are going to come in and gut and flip and get those houses into a move-in ready state. Yeah. Without investors and putting stress and giving investors a harder time does not help your marketplace. It hurts your marketplace.
It does. Because we need them to be able to flip those houses.
Whether it's them buying the house and flipping it right away, or buying the house and turning it into a rental. Hurting the rental market is going to hurt your property values in your area.
We need rentals.
Yep. Absolutely.
We need rentals too. It's not just home buying. We need rentals.
100%. All right, that wraps it up with Get Real with Eddie. Don't forget, check us out online 24/7, 365 days a year for information on your largest investment at getrealwitheddie.com, because as we learned, the wealth gap is in between being a homeowner and being a renter. So check out getrealwitheddie.com for all the information on your largest investment.
Thanks for listening to Get Real with Eddie. Eddie Ruettiger is a realtor at Baird & Warner in Plainfield, license number 475141896. Managing broker Steve Engel. For more information on your neighborhood, call Eddie at 815-823-5478 or visit yourdwellings.com.